All right, and welcome back to another week of Age Like Wine podcast, where in Age Like Wine podcast, it's usually hosted by three individuals: me, Matt, and Peter. Fortunately, Peter's busy with school-related stuff, considering this is his last week of school, I believe. Matt, there was a little bit of communication error, and I kind of already scheduled this out with today's guest, Jimmy. Hello, welcome.
Hello. Yeah. So I'm here because the other two guys couldn't be here. So call me your supporting actress here on
Plan
today's
B.
episode. Plan B. I'm always the Plan B, baby.
Wait, is it Plan B or Plan C? Is the thing I'm making a joke about? I can't remember.
Plan B. I
Plan
think Plan
B.
C at that point. If you're on Plan C, just keep the kid.
Okay,
hmm
but yeah. So anyway, if you guys don't know what Age Like Wine podcast is, it's a podcast where we discuss forms of art like TV shows, movies, video games, books, which we haven't done books, but yeah, you name it, and we're trying to review them and then view them in a lens of nostalgia and essentially see how well they've aged, which is why it's aged like wine. Has it aged well? Does it get better with time? But anyway, so today I'm joined by my guest Jimmy, who I've been trying to get for previous episodes. I believe it was November 30th episode for Evil Dead 2, where I don't believe I feel like we were trying to go for something else, but instead we went for Evil Dead 2, as well as we had Charles for the episode. And I just realized I have Discord on, so let me just make sure I'm on streamer mode so I don't get Discord sounds. But yeah, what was I saying? So yeah, we had Charles for that episode where originally we wanted to have Jimmy, but Jimmy's pretty busy with medical school and stuff, so obviously we don't want
hmm
to. I don't want to infringe upon that because it's either podcast or more important stuff like being in fucking medical school. But
hmm
yeah,
So once again, I am Plan B.
hmm
hmm
originally you were Plan A 2 weeks ago, but now you're Plan B.
yeah.
So
hmm
things
hmm
change.
Yes, sir. But I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to be here.
Yeah,
And,
glad.
mhm.
Oh,
That's
you
my
activate.
Siri. I don't know why it keeps turning on.
That is weird.
hmm
But anyway, today we're reviewing episode 6 of Mandalorian season 2. We have not reviewed any Mandalorian content before on this podcast since we usually try to go for older shit. But this is kind of last minute, and you know, I'm a huge fan of Mandalorian. Jimmy here is a huge fan of Mandalorian too, and we're reviewing
hmm
episode 6, which aired like last week, right?
I
Not this
think
past Friday, but the Friday
like
before
the
that.
week before that. Yeah.
Yeah.
hmm
And yeah, this might be weird because we haven't reviewed Mandalorian before, but hey, we can review modern stuff and see if it's aged well. And who cares if the
hmm
hype blinds our critique? We're just trying to enjoy ourselves. But yeah, anyway, season 2, of course, as we're gonna be talking about the episode, spoiler warning, right? We're gonna be talking about probably like some details. I mean, the episode itself is only like 34 minutes long, which I believe was the shortest episode of like the entire season, right?
It is the shortest, but man, in those 34 minutes, they'll take you on the ride for sure.
That's true. I was so damn
hmm
immersed that it felt like I could not tell like how short or how long it was. Honestly, it was that good.
hmm Oh yeah, there was never a moment in the episode where I felt bored or uninterested. It was like from start to end, I was just caught in. I couldn't even pause it. It was like, what happens next? That's how good the episode was.
Now, Jimmy, when did you see this new
Yes,
episode? Or when did you see the
I
episode?
saw it. I saw it the day after, so the Saturday after it came out.
Hmm.
hmm
Um, I am. I think because I saw the most recent episode, I'm kind of like lost in the specific details. But can you kind of like quickly go over like what exactly happened? At least just like a short synopsis before we get into like the
All
nitty
right,
gritty details.
all right. So brief synopsis: the Mandalorian and his newfound friend Grogu go into this planet. I forgot what the planet name was. They
Hmm.
got the Seeing Stone, while the Jedi will sit on it and talk to some voodoo ghost, communicate with the Jedi. So Mandalorian and Grogu on this mountaintop. And then lo and behold, we see an Asian sniper and then a bald-headed guy intercept him. And you're like, who the hell is this bald-headed guy? So you see him in like one episode at the beginning, but you never see him afterwards. So you're like, who the hell is this guy?
Well,
Mm-hmm.
I already knew who he was just from seeing the bald-headed guy.
Yeah.
So obviously, spoiler alert, it's Boba fucking Fett.
Mm-hmm.
And I liked looking at like the Mandalorian r/Mandalorian TV, the subreddit for the Mandalorian, and their like discussion thread for the new episodes. And when that first episode came out of season 2, where it showed the actor Tamira Morrison, I was like, oh shit, that's Jango Fett's like actor from like the Clone or Attack of the Clones, you know, the second movie of the prequels. And he played, you know, obviously Jango Fett, so it would of course make sense that he would play Boba Fett here. I believe he voiced Boba Fett in like the newer editions of the original trilogy when they like redubbed some lines. It's like he dubs over Boba Fett's lines, which obviously there weren't that many in the original trilogy.
Yeah,
he was just like this silent guy, but he was really cool until episode 6, where he was like a jobber.
We won't talk about episode 6 Boba Fett though. I mean, that guy, we don't want to talk about him like that.
But it is important to this Boba Fett because you see him all like scarred and like battle hardened, which is I guess assumed because he like escaped from like the Sarlacc pit. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but yeah, that's what he fell into episode 6. But he was such a huge like fan favorite character. Like there's honestly not enough. There's nothing we can say about Boba Fett that hasn't already been said already. You know, about
exactly
how hyped the character is. But everyone's seeing that first episode. I guess we're gonna be talking about like early in the season. You know, everyone fucking thought it was Boba Fett when you first saw the armor. Remember?
Yeah.
With the sheriff.
Yeah, that guy. Like I'm like, why is Boba Fett fucking a cowboy? Like, yeah, I mean, we thought of him like a space cowboy, but he's not like that Western.
Also,
like,
why does he look so scrawny too?
Exactly. Well, like, why did Boba Fett lose so much weight? Like, he went on like T90X or something. He lost like 50 pounds. What's going on here?
But then he was just a guy who was just picked up his armor.
Exactly. I thought they were gonna do like that recasting thing where they turned all of the good characters like really weak all of a sudden.
Yeah.
They have a trend of that going.
They pull off a War Machine. With like a completely different actor.
Exactly. They pull like a Don Cheadle Boba Fett. They pull a Don Cheadle Boba Fett on us.
Yep. I think that guy's name is what? Who's the original actor for Rhodey?
Cuba Acting Jr., right? It was
Terrence Howard. Terrence Howard.
Terrence Howard. Okay, my bad. I got a confusion.
Wait, who did you say?
Cuban acting. The guy named Cuba. I forgot his name.
A guy named Cuba. I forgot his name. Who the hell his name is Cuba?
Look it up. I'll tell you afterwards. Look it up after this podcast. Look him up. He's a good actor.
All right, sure. Is his name like Qdoba or some shit?
Man, I don't know, but I don't know.
Okay. Well.
All right.
Yeah, but I mean, I remember when I first watched the episode because I remember the setup to that episode. I know we're talking about like the previous episode, but it's kind of important for this. But it wasn't like the whole setup. It's like, hey, I'm looking for other Mandalorians. Do you know any? And they're like, oh, we know one on Tatooine, I think, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then when we see him, or like before we get to that part, we're like, oh shit, Boba Fett already? Because he was like kind of teased in season 1.
Exactly. They all, oh look, they another one out there. Look just like you. Like, okay.
Yeah.
When is Boba Fett gonna come in here and kick your ass?
Exactly. And he's like, he's the sheriff. And it's like, that'd be me.
Then,
do you remember in season 1 with the Asian sniper Fennec?
Yeah.
You know how like we saw like a figure with like we just saw their feet, right?
Yeah. At the end of the episode, like she was like dying.
Yeah.
And some feet just came out of nowhere. We're like, okay.
And just from like there was like a very like small sound cue, people immediately knew that was Boba Fett, which is just absurd.
But it's crazy. I didn't even hear the sound cue. Okay, just like a normal like whooshing or something. Okay.
Yeah.
Unimportant, but yeah.
but apparently it was like in the original trilogy. Do you remember? Did he have like cowboy boots? Like I don't even remember that episode too well. But like, did he have like the Mandalorian boots, or was it just like what he had like in this episode?
I think it was just like what he had in this episode, like the cloak and some feet. I didn't remember his shoes though, but it was something. It was some sort of sound effect or something that like okay, this
Yeah,
has got to be it.
it was
Yeah,
probably the sound effect more so than like his appearance, right? Which makes
yeah,
sense because he like lost his armor.
exactly. It was like a guy in a black robe. So like I wouldn't think guy in a black robe. Oh, okay, look, that's Boba Fett.
Yeah, true. But
Exactly.
anyway, back to the episode. Um, I as I was watching it personally, when I saw his ship, I was like, I've seen that from somewhere.
Exactly.
Like I didn't
Like
remember. I was like, what the fuck is this? But I was like, yo, that's 100% Boba Fett.
when I saw this ship, like the little vertical ship flying in, I'm like, okay, that's the Slav one. This has
Yeah.
got to be Boba Fett. This has got to be Boba
Oh
Fett right
shit!
here.
You knew immediately what the ship name was. Damn. All right.
Slav one. I was like, oh shit. He's the only one that flies vertical too. Everything else flies like horizontal.
Exactly. That's
His
how I
flies-
recognized it. I was like, that ship flies weird. I feel like I've
Yeah.
seen that before.
So like here we are on the mountaintop, and then Fennec and this bald-headed guy walked out. And I thought, okay, and he's one of those Boba Fett poses, it's like another bait and switch. I thought it was another bait and switch or something.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
But it was
And
good.
then it took Fennec to say like, oh, my friend here, Boba Fett, he rescued me. I'm like, okay, now we got the story going. Now we got something cooking here.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And then the whole, I guess the whole explanation of like how she was brought back, because everyone thought she was dead because of that
Exactly.
one guy who is like, I don't know. I feel like that guy in that episode was probably the worst character in Mandalorian.
Uh huh.
You know, the guy who's like, Mando, you know, if I take you in, I'll be the biggest in the underground or whatever.
That guy. I mean, just starting off the Mandalorian here, I'm like, man, these characters are such assholes. Like that guy, I did not like that guy at all. Like that character such badly written. I didn't like that character at all.
Yeah, I agree. Like
Mhm.
he was like all right at the beginning, but then like his whole like, I don't know, his 180.
I guess.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
He was just kind of like, all right, you're kind of fodder. You're like a jobber.
Yeah.
You're here just to make Mandalorian look cool.
Uh huh.
But yeah.
Yeah.
I will say
So-
I am glad they brought back Fennec.
Mhm.
I don't know if everyone knows this, but the actress who plays Fennec, what is she? What is she like? A former Imperial bounty hunter? Is that what her character background was?
I think so. Yeah.
She was like a huge bounty hunter. Like had like a huge assassin.
Mhm.
But yeah, she's the original voice actress for Mulan, the good one, not the live action one.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
Get out of here. Really? No
Yeah.
way.
You didn't know that? You couldn't tell?
No, I did not know that. I did not know that at all. I was like, I just thought, not gonna lie, I was like, okay, here we have an Asian sniper. I didn't connect to Mulan at all, but like some of the moves that they were doing, like when she jumped back and sniped
Mhm.
at the stormtrooper, that looks just like the scene off of Mulan when she sniped the fireworks in the original animated movie. I'm like,
Well,
this looks familiar.
I'm not sure if they did fucking mocap for the 1990s Mulan movie.
Maybe they just want to like throw it back, you know? Maybe they just want to like throw it back, like, okay, here's a hint from like the original Mulan movie. I said, well, it looked familiar. That move looked familiar. You don't really do that move that turn back and shoot thing. You don't really do that move a lot in Hollywood.
I guess so, yeah. But I mean, my first thing wasn't fucking. Oh, she did the mocap for fucking Mulan. That's Mulan.
I'm thinking too much into it. Maybe that's just me.
Yeah, a little bit.
Mhm.
She was also. Ah, damn, she wasn't in Ghost of Tsushima. Okay, well, that's not a cool fact, I guess. Because there's a lot of like Asian American actors and actresses that are in Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah.
Like a lot of prominent ones. So I was thinking, oh, maybe Mulan's voice actor's there or voice actress, but she's not, unfortunately.
Mhm.
But have you seen Agents of Shield? Like you personally?
I have not. No.
Okay, well, she's like a main character in Agents of Shield.
Okay. Okay.
Her name is Agent Melinda May. Now,
Melinda May.
I haven't watched Agents of Shield, but you
Mhm.
know, for all of our fans of the podcast that are also fans of that, well, there's a little Easter egg that you probably found out in the first season, but if not, you know, I mean, we got Jimmy here who didn't even know at first that this was fucking Mulan.
I just see the character as it is. I don't really go back into the actor or I don't look up the IMDb afterwards. I'm like, okay, this is who she is. I
You
just
recognize their somewhat, I guess, their mocap actions or some shit.
if an actor had a mocap scene, I'll probably recognize it.
Yeah, not sure if 1998 was when they did mocap, but yeah.
Little known fact, they did mocap for the animated Mulan. Take my word on it. Just
Yeah,
take my
yeah,
word
yeah,
on it.
yeah, yeah. I mean, you're in the animation industry, you're in the animation
Yeah.
business. You know what you're talking about.
There we go.
But yeah, we got fucking Mulan, and we got Aquaman's dad, aka Tamura Morrison. Did you see
Mhm.
Aquaman?
I did see Aquaman. Yeah.
Yeah, that's his dad. The actor played his dad in the movie. I
Now
don't
you're
know
just
if you
throwing
knew that.
some random facts out here, man. You'd be. I did not know that. Who else is
It's
gonna come in here? Brendan
it's
Fraser?
it's
I did
relevant.
not.
Brendan Fraser could be it. I mean, you know who Moff Gideon is, right?
Yes.
Like he's from Breaking Bad, apparently. I never watched Breaking
Mhm.
Bad, so I don't know, but
He plays a villain in pretty much everywhere he goes. That's all I know
oh,
for a fact. He's
okay,
always a villain. Yeah.
okay. I know Pedro Pascal, that obviously the actor for Mandalorian. Um, he's in the new Wonder Woman movie that's coming out. He's like the main villain, I think.
Yeah.
But he was also in Game of Thrones,
Mhm.
but I never watched Game of Thrones. Like he was a villain
Did you
apparently.
know? Mhm. Yeah.
What were you gonna say?
Let me throw a fun fact at you. Did you know that Pedro Pascal is going to be in the Shark Boy and Lava Girl sequel on Netflix?
Oh yeah, yeah, I did know that. It's pretty stupid.
There we go.
Dude, bro, did
So
you know
as
that
you're watching
fucking
them,
Taylor Lautner was Shark Boy? The dude from fucking
yeah,
Twilight?
yes, sir. Oh yeah,
That's
that's Shark
so
Boy,
weird.
boy.
That's so weird, dude.
How's that? Are they gonna get Taylor Lautner back? I haven't heard.
No,
I
he's
mean,
not
he pretty
back.
much like went to the abyss.
Yeah.
I mean, he's pretty much like extinct at this point. You can't find a Taylor Lautner anymore.
I mean, as long as you have George Lopez back, I feel like that movie is gonna be good.
Yeah,
You gotta have him back. I mean, that
yeah.
iconic villain that he played was
Mr.
great.
Electro.
Yeah. Was that his
You
fucking
can't.
name, Mr. Electro?
I think it was. It was like it was Mr. something. It was like him being a teacher. I'm pretty sure Mr. Electro though.
That was pretty funny at the end where he's like,
Yeah.
he was talking to what was the main character's name? Was his name like Max or something? I feel like it was Max.
Max. It's gotta be Max. He looked
Yeah.
like a Max.
I remember he was saying something like, "Why am I the villain? Why am I the bad guy in your story?"
Cause you're the teacher, George Lopez. You're the lowrider.
I missed the George Lopez show. What a great series.
Mm-hmm.
Seeing that
Oh
shit
yeah.
like Nick at
We
Night,
need now. We need to do a podcast on the George Lopez show. I mean, I'm just throwing it out there. Maybe that's gonna
bro.
be something we need to focus on later on.
You've been sending me a bunch of good ass recommendations. Mr. Electric, sorry, that's his name.
Mr. Electric. Close enough.
Wow, when I look up Mr. Electric, Shark Boy, and Lava Girl, like one of the people also ask is, does Shark Boy have a crush on Lava Girl? Well, that's kind of obvious, isn't it? Considering they like the new movie's about their kid.
Yeah. At that point, wouldn't it just be sushi, fire, and shark? Wouldn't it just be like a shark sashimi?
Oh damn! It has a 19% on
Yeah.
Rotten Tomatoes. Oh, okay. Wow. Yeah, the kid's name is Max. What the hell? Why did I know that from just the top of my head? Dude, I don't even fucking know like my mom I don't even remember my mom's fucking birthday name or like my mom's birthday, but I can remember a fucking random ass character from Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
Man, what a great son you are. Sorry, mom, I don't know your birthday, but you want to know about Shark Boy and Lava Girl? I know all the
Yeah.
main characters in there.
Yeah. I think I made that joke with my cousin the other day because
Yeah.
we were talking about like random ass Yu-Gi-Oh cards because we were watching like
Mm-hmm.
a Yu-Gi-Oh unboxing video. And I was like, why the
Oh.
fuck do I remember like a random ass Yu-Gi-Oh card and what it does? but I don't remember my mom's birthday.
Yikes. You need to go on. You need to buy your mom a Yu-Gi-Oh set then.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a topic we could talk about for this episode since I don't feel like we're talking about the episode, the Mandalorian source too much. But dude,
Yeah, I feel like
have you
we're
seen like the
looking at-
huge rise in like vintage like cards recently?
I have, yes. It's crazy. Like the $60,000 like Pokemon like first gen deck.
Yeah,
It's
bro.
wild.
It is nuts. Like it's like what $200,000 for like an original base set first edition fucking Pokemon booster box. It is.
Mm.
There's such a huge Pokemon card craze right now, and like I've been following
It-
like Pokemon cards for like the past couple years, but I was never
Yes.
expecting it to get like this big.
It is crazy. I remember opening those same packs like when I was a kid. I'm like, damn, these can pretty bad cards.
Bro,
And
you
these
got a
guys just go
Charizard?
fucking wild.
You got a Charizard, bro?
Oh man, I got a Venusaur. If that's what you're looking for.
Hey, send that off to PSA. Maybe it could be like a PSA 8 or 9. Boom. You probably get like a couple $1,000 from that.
Oh shit. I'm not gonna lie. Some of these guys just go fucking ape shit for some of these like Pidgeys that I have. Like man,
Yeah,
just for
Pidgey's
first gen too.
like a common card like Pidgey. You could probably go for like $15 just like loose.
Exactly. I mean, shit. I need to go look at my old Pokemon cards and see what I got going.
Yeah, bro. I shouldn't have hopped on that Yu-Gi-Oh train back then. I should have went for the
Mhm.
Pokemon cards. Fuck.
Exactly.
Because like the Yu-Gi cards I have are like worthless.
No, my Yu-Gi-Oh cards are suck. I got them for like McDonald's, like the Happy Meals.
Oh, like the original one, like the Cosmo Queen and shit.
Oh, not even that. It's like what is it? It's like one of those bootleg trap hole things. You ever seen those fake Yu-Gi-Oh cards
Bro, I
in the
had
little
like
coin
a
machine?
yeah. Oh,
Mhm.
what was it? When I was younger, my parents like bought like a. Do you know the set Pharaoh's Servant for Yu-Gi-Oh?
I think so. Yeah.
Is the one with Jinzo?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
We had like a bootleg one at like my parents' store that they wanted to sell. I
Yeah.
literally, when I saw that like day one, I just took all the fucking packs and just opened them all. And I got like, like what is it, bootleg like Winged Dragon of Raw. I got a bunch of that, and I traded
Rain
it to my
Dragon of
friend.
Ramen. Rain Dragon of Ramen.
Yeah, which I will say, not as good as the other two. Obviously,
You don't like?
Obelisk.
Mhm.
Obelisk is the best. Come on.
Oh man, people sure love Obelisk. I like Slifer myself. Slifer was the best.
Bro, people love Obelisk because that's like Kaiba's fucking card. Did you see the
Uh-huh.
movie? Like, did you see the movie
I
that came
did.
out? Yeah.
Oh man, that movie. We need to do a review on that movie too. That's like a fucking masterpiece of a movie right
Yeah,
there.
what is it, like Dark Side Beyond the Dimensions or whatever? It was like the
Mhm.
25th anniversary. Dude, that movie's so good.
Oh yeah.
Also, what's his face? Kaiba was fucking jacked in that movie. You can see like a 6-pack and shit. Like, this guy just plays fucking cards. Like, why is he so fucking huge?
I feel like Kaiba is like. I feel like he be benches. That man benches for a living. You can
He
tell.
Yeah, he benches and he looks over at like a blue eyes white dragon for inspiration.
Exactly. Obelisk is his trainer.
Yeah, he makes it. That's like plastered all over his gym is like pictures of like Obelisk and maybe just Obelisk just for the fucking
Yeah.
body that he has. Oh man, we gotta do that. Dude, I gotta have you on for that episode, obviously. But yeah.
Oh yeah. Now, did we ever forget the fact that Kaiba killed what is it, Yugi's granddad? Like it's the first episode or something like that. Did we ever forget about that? We just punched the fuck out of his grandpa.
Well, it's implied that he punched him, but I don't know. I didn't get it. They were doing all this shit for cards.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, he dueled me. Oh, I'm incapacitated, Yugi. He dueled me so hard. It's like,
Gave him a
Grandpa.
fucking heart attack.
Yeah.
Gave him a heart attack.
Bro, like, Pegasus was actually, like, evil during that first season, because he actually, like, legit stole people's souls and shit. But, like, Kaiba,
Exactly.
how the fuck, how did he make, like, an old man, like, handicapped just from dueling him? I don't understand.
The old man was weak. The old man was already geriatric. I mean, come on. He couldn't handle
Yeah.
that. He couldn't handle that heat.
Maybe it was, like, the shock of, like, Kaiba summoning, like, 3 fucking blue eyes in one turn.
Mm-hmm.
That just sent him over, you know? He's like,
But
oh,
you,
fuck.
but you would think for an old man like himself, he would have saw like this. He would have saw something like that happen before. I mean, three
Exactly.
blue eyes. Yeah, I mean, come on, dude. You're supposed to be an experienced Yu-Gi-Oh card player. You just want a fucking chump.
Yeah, plus, like, I never understood. You know how, like, Pegasus, like, makes the cards?
Mm-hmm.
Why was there only 3 blue eyes in the world? It just
Yeah.
didn't make sense.
I couldn't you like copy more? Like, couldn't you ask Konami to make another one?
Exactly. And then, did Kaiba have 3 blue eyes at that time? Because I remember the whole reason why he sought out Yugi's grandpa is because he had, like, another blue eyes.
I think he had 3, and then he tear up Yugi's grandpa's blue eye
He
something.
tore up 1, yeah. So there was
Yeah.
4?
Maybe.
And then, like, I don't know. Why would you need 4 blue eyes? I don't get it.
Which didn't make sense. Why did he even tear one? Why couldn't you take it and keep it?
Exactly.
Why tear it up? Like, what's the point of it? It's already rare. Why you tear it up and fuck it up even more?
Plus, we already know Kaiba's rich as fuck. Why, when he
Yeah.
came to the shop, why was he like, I'll trade you this briefcase of cards for that blue eyes? Like, why not just pay him? Like,
Yeah.
old man, like that card shop probably isn't making too much money. Just fucking pay him. He's gonna be like, oh shit, yeah.
Yeah.
Pay me enough so
mean-
that I can cover my debt. You're rich.
I don't know why Kaiba came in like bartering. Like, I'll give you 10 wagons for this blue eye. You're like, come
Yeah.
on, dude. You have
So-
money.
I'll
Don't be
trade
so
you like
cheap all of a sudden.
I'll trade you like 10 man-eater bugs for this blue eyes. I was like, nah, bro, just pay him.
Yeah.
That's why he said no. He's like, he doesn't want these fucking cards. He wants money. He wants
Yeah.
fucking tangible money, not these cards that. Because he doesn't duel. What if he doesn't sell those
Exactly.
man-eater bugs? You know?
What the hell are you gonna do with a briefcase full of man-eater bugs? To give him some cash?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Make that briefcase out of cash, not cards. Like, what the fuck?
Exactly. I don't know what Kaiba was doing. I mean, all that is to punch an old man, and steal his cards. I mean, what was the point of this?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Kaiba definitely got that like 0 out of 10 for bartering.
Yeah.
He
business
fucked that up.
skills was an all-time low for Kaiba, which is kind of ironic.
Yeah, considering he runs like a multi-billion-dollar company.
Imagine that's how he does business. Like, okay, like Kaiba, we need to sell stock. Huh? I see that. How about we just give him Yu-Gi-Oh cards then?
Kaiba, our investors are pissed. What is your solution to increase the stock price? Well, I'm gonna talk to other companies. I'm gonna give them some Yu-Gi-Oh cards. That'll convince them.
That will put him at ease. That will
Yeah.
put him at ease. Fucking
like-
wild.
Like these investors, they'll be convinced once I give them fucking 40 man-eater bugs. Then they can't say no.
And like 5 Rad Warriors. I mean, how? Come on.
Maybe if I give them 3 Time Wizards and 1 Dark Magician, there's no way they'll say no.
Exactly.
Gosh, shit, we talked about Yu-Gi-Oh!
Exactly.
do
I
it.
kind of. Should we even go back to the Mandalorian at this point? I mean, we're already talking about
Yeah,
everything
sure,
but the
sure.
Mandalorian.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what do you want to talk about Mandalorian, like from the episode? I will say, the beginning of the episode was very cute.
Mm-hmm.
It was very wholesome.
Oh yeah. I did like how like the wholesome tone just turned into like fucking a John Wick movie halfway through. I'm like, yep, this is
Yeah,
what I
sure.
wanted.
But didn't you just love at the beginning where, like, after learning Baby Yoda's name, like Mandalorian's just
Mhm.
going like full dad. He's like Grogu. He's like, huh?
Hmm? Grogu. Hmm?
That was great.
Yeah. It was pretty cute seeing like a soft side of the Mandalorian for
Yeah.
once.
It's such a I don't know what you would call it, but it was such a like a misdirected kind of thing where like you think, okay, maybe the rest of the episode's gonna be wholesome. It's like, nope.
Nope. Fucking murdering like 40 stormtroopers.
Yeah. Well, yeah, let's
Taking
talk
out
about
their
that. Boba Fett,
Okay.
what a fucking like I'd say probably the best action in the entire season. Maybe besides like the season finale of season 1. But holy shit.
Mhm.
Boba Fett was a fucking beast. Like he had that what is it? like that stick that the sand people use, like the Tuscans.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, he just fucking wrecked those stormtroopers. That was brutal.
Now let me give you a fun fact. Did you know that stick was based on a Papua New Guinea war hammer?
Really? Is or like the Tuscan people based off Papua New Guineans?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So if you go back and you look up Papua New Guinea, that's what that stick will look like. Yeah, it's a sharp tip at the end. It's meant to like break armor. So like it broke armor in that episode. Not gonna fucking lie. That man kicked ass and ate gum, bro.
Do you think that was like George Lucas's like interpretation of like what Papua New Guineans were like to him, where like he couldn't understand that language, so they were like.
In that case, I mean, which didn't make any sense because Papua New Guinea is nowhere near a desert. So I don't know where he got sand people out of that, but you know
I don't
what?
know. Maybe he just views them as sand people.
I'll leave it to good old George Lucas to decide how we characterize people.
And like having like a character like Anakin Skywalker called them like animals that deserve to die.
Uh-huh. I hate sand people. I hate sand. It gets
Yeah.
everywhere.
I hate Papua
It's
New
cool.
Guineans, George Lucas. Oh yeah.
All anti Papua New Guinea.
So I remember like hearing this like in a Let's Play channel, but do you remember like the Phantom Menace?
Vaguely.
Do you remember like the
So
alien
vague.
people in that where like they had like very stereotypical like Asian accents?
I think so, yeah.
They were supposed to be like allies to Palpatine or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so someone in the Let's Play was talking about like how that was just like an Asian stereotype of like Chinese people or something, like how they're like evil
Yeah.
which obviously when I'm watching it for the first time I never thought of that, but like now looking back, it's like why do they have like stereotypical like Chinese accents, you know? Like when they're talking.
Yeah.
They're like the Emperor or something. And they were very
Maybe they
honestly
had-
portrayed as villains too.
Yeah.
Maybe China exists in the Star Wars universe. We don't know. We don't know
Maybe,
how deep the lore is.
like they're
How deep the
alien
geography.
dictators that want to, destroy the good guys, the Republic,
Exactly.
who just so happen to be American, I guess. Or like
Mhm.
normal looking.
Yeah.
Maybe that's too heavy of a topic to talk about on this podcast.
Exactly. It's too deep right now. What are they talking about? Just talking about Boba Fett just kicking some stormtroopers' ass right now.
I will say, this was like a comment I saw a bunch. Why the fuck didn't why didn't Mando put back his jetpack on?
I think in the heat of battle he forgot. I was like, when are you gonna start flying?
That's true, but like remember he has like a remote control for his jetpack? Like that was like the first episode. He fucked with a guy who wanted to take his jetpack.
Yeah.
So like, come on, man. You see your son, your baby Yoda, flying away.
Your boy.
Yeah, you're just gonna let him get taken away, just like that. You're just gonna stare at him.
Maybe he forgot. I mean, I would have forgot too if I had a jetpack. Not gonna lie.
I guess so. Maybe in the heat of the battle.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I'll chalk it up the heat of the battle.
I will say, I'm saying I will say a bunch, but the like Boba Fett getting his armor back was badass. But
Yeah.
he was way more badass when he got back his armor in that episode. Like holy
Oh,
shit.
yeah. I think about even for me. Okay, without the armor, he was just like doing bare knuckle, like close quarter combat. That was insane.
Yeah.
I was like no guns, no blasters, just him, a stick, and just like 10 dead guys on the ground. Now that was something to behold of.
Yeah. Should I actually mute that? Okay, whatever. That should be fine. I don't know. I thought it was cool because when he got back his armor, it was like, okay, this is his armor. Like he knows exactly what to do with it. He did that whole cool thing where like I don't know if it's like a scope or something, but like that thing on his helmet where like it goes down and he aims his rocket.
Yeah.
That was just so badass.
Oh yeah.
And I just love how he's
It's like-
like, I was aiming for the other one, but he just happens to hit the other one.
Yeah.
That like
That man
flies
was
into the
just
ocean.
lying.
Yeah.
He was just lying. He knew what he was doing. He knew what he was
He
doing.
didn't look at the explosion either. because cool guys don't look at explosions.
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
That
I'm not
reminds
gonna
me.
lie. The best.
Oh,
You
yeah,
were saying?
go ahead.
Oh yeah. I was like, okay, it can be like a one-time thing, but we see Boba Fett only for one episode, like Ashoka. I was like, you know what? He said, "I'm in your depth. I'll be here to the end." I'm like, oh, okay. Now we got a series. Now we're cooking with gas here.
Bro,
We're gonna
yeah,
see him to the end.
that team up, I was like, oh, this this is how you do season 2.
Exactly. I thought it could be like a one-time thing. Like, okay, he's there. All right, I'll see you later. Peace out. But like, no, they're keeping him in. Like, okay, now you got me hooked. Now you got me hooked to the end.
Hmm. I liked how they confirmed, because apparently, like the Clone Wars series, right? Like the cartoon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So apparently, they go to the planet of Mandalore in that series, and there was like one
Mm-hmm.
Mandalorian in that series that claimed that Jango Fett was like not a real Mandalorian. So
Yeah.
apparently, there was this huge fan debate about whether or not, oh, is Jango Fett and like Boba Fett, are they like real Mandalorians? And then I liked how
Yeah.
in this episode apparently they confirmed that Jango Fett he's like Mando, or he was a
Yeah.
foundling. So it just like debunks everyone else's theories that, oh, Jango Fett was just like a bounty hunter that just stole the armor and just pretended like he was a Mandalorian.
Yeah.
But like, nah, he's real. He's as real as the Mando, the literal Mandalorian.
Mm-hmm.
So that's pretty dope.
Yeah, that was good for them to like, okay. And it made even made like Boba Fett even cooler. Like, okay, he's one of them.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's legit.
Yeah.
I will
You know, I
say.
feel bad for. Mhm.
Oh, sorry. What were you gonna say?
Oh, you know, I feel kind of bad for Pedro Pascal because I bet his back is hurting for carrying the entire Star Wars franchise.
Oh, now he doesn't have to worry. He's got Tamir Morrison now.
Exactly. This man back hurt. He's carrying the entire Star Wars franchise on him, on his shoulders.
For sure. John Favreau
Mm-hmm.
too.
Mm-hmm.
Started the immensely successful MCU. Now he started the most immensely successful like Star Wars series.
Exactly. Fucking kudos to them, man. I mean, kudos
Yeah.
to them for keeping the series like nuts to butt action.
Oh, apparently this episode. Do you know who it's directed by?
Who?
In relation to the Shark Boy and Lava Girl thing we were talking about, it's directed by the guy who directed the Spy Kids movies.
You know, I could see little. I could see little Spy Kids in there. I'm not gonna lie. I could see little Spy Kids in there.
See, it's been a long time since I've seen Spy Kids, but I was like, what? Yeah, Robert Rodriguez, who also
Well,
directed Shark Boy and Lava Girl, obviously.
man, his cinematic, his repertoire is immense.
Yeah, he goes from
This man
Spy
can do anything.
Kids, the fucking Shark Boy and Lava Girl, to Mandalorian.
Shit, we need to have him on more often then.
Yeah, no, the action was great. The direction, I loved it.
Mm-hmm. A little bit of nice, a little bit of cute in the beginning, and then just like John Wick style action from middle to end.
Now, I'm going to be talking about the end of the episode, unless, do you want to talk about like any other moments?
Not that I know of. No, we can go to the end.
Okay. I thought it was fucking hilarious how they had like baby-sized cups for Baby Yoda.
Yeah, that's actually I was like, okay, like when what is it, Marth Gideon
Yeah,
told him
Moff
to cuff
Gideon.
him. Moff Gideon. When he told the stormtroopers to cuff him, I'm like, so they have like, what are they gonna do? Like tie a rubber band around his ring? What are
Yeah.
they gonna do? But they had that shit prepared already. They just pulled it out of their pocket.
They had like the tiniest handcuffs possible.
Exactly. I'm like, okay. I mean, they were prepared.
Yeah, it's just like, why the hell did they have like that tiny of handcuffs?
Man, so if you were like any other criminal and you were captured by like the Empire, you would get away scot free because they don't have anything that will fit you.
Mm-hmm. They had
But
these
yeah,
like custom handcuffs just for like the tiniest hands possible, like the tiniest prisoner. That was just so funny because I think when I first saw it, I was like, those handcuffs don't look like they're fitting, but it's like Why do they even have like handcuffs even that close to that size?
Exactly. What a specific size just to
Mhm.
have. Okay, just laying around.
Maybe child prisoners are regular for them. I don't know. Maybe that's to show how evil they are. They even got handcuffs for kids.
Yeah, but like, what type of kids are that small though? I mean, I think Goku was like the fucking smallest kid we saw so far.
Exactly, and a hungry kid too.
Mm-hmm.
He's about to he's about to end the whole line of frog people by himself, solo.
Exactly. Man, he just loves eating. I mean, I'm surprised he didn't eat the kid when he was playing with it in like one of the other early episodes.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Plus, like, you could see him. I guess I don't know, go into the dark side kind of when
Hmm.
he was like trying to fuck up the stormtroopers
Yeah.
because he's like apparently like a that's the reason why Ahsoka didn't want to teach him because he's
Hmm.
so attached to Mando.
Yeah. They didn't want another Darth Vader incident going on again.
Exactly.
Hmm.
I think that's like all I have to talk about for like the actual episode personally.
Yeah. I think. I think to recap, I think it was a great episode. I'm like, man, this is what the season was going up for.
Hmm.
Nuts to butt action, just fucking obliterate everything. That's what I wanted from the get go.
Like such good character moments too with like Boba Fett. Like damn.
Oh yeah. I'm like, man, you know what? For 33 minutes, it didn't fit. It felt like a whole hour. It just did not. There was no like dull moment. They were like, okay, I can skip through this. There was nothing like that at all.
For sure, for sure.
Hmm.
I wish they would have done like what they did with like the first episode where they removed like the black bars, like like the cinematic black bars that they have on like the bottom and top.
Yeah.
They did that for like that worm episode, which made it feel like way more like immersive.
Hmm.
I don't remember if they did it for this episode in particular, but I wish they would have done that because then it would have been like on like a 4K TV. It's like, wow, this just looks amazing.
Exactly. I watched it on my 4-year-old MacBook. I actually I had to put it on full screen. I'm like, damn, I'm in a fucking movie theater right now.
Right?
Hmm.
And you're safe.
Exactly.
Take that, Christopher
Yeah.
Nolan. This is right. This is, we still got a pandemic going. Why you still salty that Tenet didn't do well at the box office, you stupid idiot.
I don't know why they don't just make a lot more drive-through movie theaters in this time. I mean, they
Yeah.
had a perfect opportunity. They
Plus,
just wasted it.
why would you release a movie right now in movie theaters? Like, have you
Exactly.
seen that whole thing of Christopher Nolan? Like how he's like really like passive aggressively like annoyed that Tenet's not doing well because people aren't going to the fucking movie theater.
Now, no, like no bad shade against Christopher Nolan, but I'm not gonna risk my life to see Tenet. It's not a movie like I gotta see it. Like
Plus,
I gotta die seeing it.
we're doing our eardrums a favor because Christopher
Hmm.
Nolan movies are like the worst example when it comes to like it being really quiet for the dialogue, and then when action happens, it's like super fucking loud.
Yeah.
Like that shit blows my goddamn eardrums whenever I see a Christopher Nolan movie in theaters. So I bet Tenet is probably like a decent movie, but if I can control the volume, that's what I prefer, so that I don't have my
Like,
goddamn eardrums exploded.
like in a game, you have like little sound mixer. Like, okay, they put the dialogue up, max the volume down. That should be an option for Christopher Nolan movies.
It should be, yeah. Before you go into the fucking
Mhm.
theater, like give us headphones or some shit,
Yeah.
so that we can adjust it ourselves, and then maybe have subtitles on.
Yeah. Subtitle, you dialogue up, and then like max the volume, SVX sound all the way down. Let's just turn it down for Christopher Nolan.
Fucking Christopher Nolan's got dialogue volume at like the lowest possible setting, but the sound effects at max.
Yeah.
It's like fucking Warzone. Shit blows out my eardrums.
Exactly.
But yeah,
No.
we're at 44 minutes and 25 seconds.
Oh shit! Already? Damn. Okay. We talking
Right?
about
Hey,
Yu-Gi-Oh for half the time.
hey, dude,
Talking about Yu-Gi-Oh.
that's what makes the podcast really fun when it's like just me and somebody else. Like this was in the
Hmm.
Charles episode. We spent like 10 minutes out of the whole hour for actually like focusing on Evil Dead. We were just talking about stupid shit the whole time.
Yeah. Well, I like this. I like the direction of this. You talked a little about the Mandalorian. We all tied it in at the end. It all goes full circle. The arc goes full circle.
Yeah, hopefully. I mean
Mhm.
the
Oh yeah.
sense of direction is kind of bad. on my end, but it's okay.
Yep.
We try to make the podcast at Age Like Wine podcast way more fun, way more immersive for our guests. So it's just natural, ladies and
Oh yeah.
gentlemen.
Yeah, believe it or not, this is how me and Will talk in the real world. So
Yeah.
you just hitting in a normal conversation right now.
Exactly, and that's what makes it more fun.
Oh yeah,
I'm not a professional. Jimmy's not a professional. It's
for
whatever.
sure.
Yeah.
Mm.
We're just a couple of dudes just talking about stuff we like.
Exactly.
Is there anything else that we want to talk about before we end the episode, or should we get on to ratings? Is there anything you wanted to talk about?
Nothing much. I guess to all the viewers out there, stay safe, keep your mask on, enjoy whatever we got pumping out for you. World content. Stay tuned. We'll have some good ideas in the long run.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Exactly.
Oh,
A
I
little
will
PSA
say,
for tonight.
unrelated, but back to the Pokemon topic, Pokemon cards. Have you seen your boy Critical?
I have. Yes.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Bro's like blown up in terms of like card openings and shit, and like Twitch
Exactly.
streaming. Have you been watching him?
Mm-hmm. I'm watching his YouTube, and this man just been blowing up. I mean, I thought he was underground. I mean, this guy, Critical, he's one of those guys where you just had to stumble by him, but now he's blowing up everywhere. And I you know what? I like that.
Yeah,
I love this guy from the beginning.
I think he deserves it because he's probably one of the more genuine YouTubers out there.
Exactly. I love the guy. Genuinely, I mean, he's a little brash, he's a little crash, but you know what? That makes him a better character all around. I mean, I love the guy.
Yeah, he's great. I'm not subscribed to him anymore, but he's definitely one of the funniest YouTubers out there. Genuinely funny
for
YouTubers.
sure. For sure.
I'll always reference his I Like the Buzz video, one of his most iconic videos. I gotta rewatch that. We should rewatch that after this episode. But yeah, that was a great episode. Maybe that was like the hint to his love for Pokemon, was that he just did a random ass video on I Like the Buzz is like a voice actor.
Again, it all goes full circle, even for Critical.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and without further ado, so at the end of each Age Like Wine podcast episode, we do our ratings, right?
Mm-hmm.
And usually my cousin Peter, whenever he does his rating, he has an age-like rating.
Okay.
And so I'll start it off so that you can kind of get, a basis for what you want. My mom is calling me on my phone. I'm going to hang up real quick. But yeah, so anyway, to the ratings. In terms of rating, I'd say I give this episode straight up like a 10 out of 10. It was that. I loved it. I loved it from start to finish. I think it's probably one of my most favorite episodes of Mandalorian. I highly recommend Mandalorian. You could probably tell from what we did talk about from Mandalorian this episode. We love it. It's great. You should definitely give it a watch. But yeah, there's not really much to say. And for the age-like rating, I'd say this episode aged like Pedro Pascal's career, in that it's just on that high right now. You know what I mean? Pedro Pascal is being billed for a bunch of fucking movies. He's in the fucking new Shark Boy and Lava Girl movie. He's in the Wonder Woman movie. His career is looking pretty great right now. He's the fucking Mandalorian. But yeah. And now, on to last but not least, Jimmy's rating for this week's episode review.
Oh man, I will one up. I would say it's 11 out of 10. I say all the other episodes of The Mandalorian, they caught my interest. But this one is okay, this is why I'm watching The Mandalorian. This is what I wanted from the get-go. This is exactly why I tuned in. I mean, what's more than, there's a good storyline, good character development. Action was beyond the roof. I mean, you can't complain about the action in that episode. So, 11 out of 10, easy. And age I would say this is age almost the original trilogy. It was on that level. The prequels were the new ones were but this one aged like the original. 50 years from now, I will show my kids this Mandalorian episode. Okay, this is what we watched when we were kids.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, without further ado, I think I already said that twice actually. I don't know, I'm not sure. I feel like I'm repeating a bunch of phrases, but I think it's also because I'm cold. I've been holding in a piss this whole time. It's kind of killing me right now. But anyway, thank you so much for listening to this week's episode of Age Like Wine podcast. Check us out on Twitter, AL_W podcast on Twitter, as well as Age Like Wine YouTube. And yeah, thank you so much for coming out, whoever's listening. And thank you, Jimmy, for being a guest for this week's episode. Plan B, thank you.
Of course. Thanks both for having me. And everybody stay safe and look for more content, man. Happy to have you back.
Yep, and we'll have him back probably for next week's episode, Shaolin Showdown. But anyway, yeah. Thank y'all so much, and we'll catch you next week. Goodbye.
All right. Goodbye.